Okay, good afternoon, friends. Let's start today. So before starting, let's talk about today's test. So you people are going to appear for ISC second of communication skills today. So therefore, I hope that you people are prepared and you people will do your best. So first question will be of MCQ. So you people are going to attempt it. Second question will be of writing dialogues. So people have to write dialogues on paper or in notebook, and then you people have to scan it and upload it on the given link. Link will be there itself. Apart from that, question number 3 is there, which is based on reading comprehension. So in reading comprehension, you people are going to read the passage which is there, and you are going to answer which will be MCQ again. So this way people are going to solve today's test. I hope that it is clear to everybody of you. And if still you have any questions, you people may ask me. So is there any question regarding today's test? So no one is saying anything. So it means that nobody has any kind of questions or doubts. So with this, we people will just move towards the next part. That in previous lecture, we people have talked about unit number 5, and in that people have discussed the writing practices. So what you people are going to learn in this. So business letters, email communication, writing paragraphs, and essays, that all we people are going to discuss in following lectures. So in today's class, we people will continue with this letter writing. So in previous lecture, we people have discussed about format of the letter writing. So in today's class, we people will go through some examples and how exactly we people can write down the letters. Okay. So let's see. I will share the screen, and you people just let me know that if my voice is audible to you people, as well as you people let me know that the screen is also visible. Okay, just 1 minute. I will set the screen. And then you people just let me know. Somebody reply yes, no, or whatever. I think that my voice is not audible. Nobody has replied in message also or orally also. Is it so? Isn't it audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. So let's start with this unit number 5, writing practices. And in this, you people have done with these first introduction of this topic, as well as I explain what communication is, how communication is important, written communication is important, what non-verbal communication is, and then people have discussed this dialogue, this format, layout of this business also. So with this, now we people move towards the next part of this, and here we people are going to learn about types of business letters. Okay, so let's see that which are the types that you people are going to discuss here today. Okay, all you people pay attention now. So it says, first of all, there is inquiry letter. So inquiry means that you wanted to ask or you wanted to get more information about some products or services. So that time it is called inquiry. So see, in business, this letter is written by the customer to the supplier. So who is person here who is going to write this letter? This is customer. And to whom he will write letter? He will write letter to the supplier. So usually business is in these two parties. One is customer, another is supplier, or one is maybe consumer and another is producer. So between those people, between those parties, usually business takes place. In the opening, tell your supplier what kind of organization you are. So suppose that you are going to start writing inquiry letter. So in the beginning, what you are going to mention, you are going to tell the supplier that what kind of organization, what kind of company you are, that you are going to mention in your letter. So that should be again in the beginning. If applicable, state the references. So what kind of references you are going to give? You are going to give references that what earlier communication would have taken place. Suppose that before inquiry, perhaps you might have some telephonic conversation, or maybe perhaps you might have received some other letters or some brochures or maybe pamphlets or something like this, which you people have received. That reference you people can give for the purpose of inquiry. Okay, so through this letter the customer can ask for catalogs. So why we are going to make inquiry? So here you are going to ask for catalogs. So what are catalogs? Catalogs is nothing but a list of details, maybe what are the products and services that you are selling, that you are providing. So out of that, what comes in your company, or what services you provide, what products and spare parts you provide, that will be come in this catalog. So catalog is nothing but list of products. Then with this list, you are going to provide price lists also. So price list includes that different parts. Suppose that if it is computer, so in computer there will be monitor, keyboard, mouse, CPU, printer, and other parts of computer. So you are going to attach the price list of all those parts also. Then next is the brochures. So what is brochure? Brochure is nothing but a booklet, small booklet, maybe 3-4 pages are there, which are giving more details about that what product you have, what is its quality, its features, and why you should buy them. All this information is mentioned in this brochure. So there could be some brochures that you are going to provide to your customers. Then some samples also. Sometimes it is required that you are providing some samples. Maybe in case of just take an example, if it is clothes, if it is raw material, if it is wood, if it is something like this. So in that case, you are providing samples of whatever you have. Along with that, patterns and demonstrations of any particular item. So patterns, as I told you, just it may be clothes. So in these clothes, you are going to give some patterns. It may be tiles, it may be designs, it may be other material which is having variety. So in that case, you are providing some patterns. You are going to show them, or it may be a demonstration of any particular event or particular item or particular product that you people have with you. When asking for goods or services, the customer should be specific and state exactly what or he or she wants. So suppose that now your customers here and you want to make inquiry. So how you're going to make inquiry about, let's take an example of computers. And if you're asking for computers, that we want computer, but you're not going to be specific. You're not telling what kind of computer, what is this specification. You're not talking about maybe which company, whether it is Acer, Dell, HP, something like this, or you're not talking about its RAM, 4 GB, 8 GB, 12 GB, something like this, or you're not talking about any kind of other things. So supplier or the producer will not understand what exactly computer you are looking for. So therefore you have to be specific. You have to state exactly what kind of computer you need. Okay, so therefore this care you people have to take care while you are making an inquiry. So see here again, this sample format of this inquiry letter, it is given here. So how you should start writing such inquiry letter? First of all, what should be there? And we have seen this format. We have discussed this. First of all, what is there? There is sender's address. So you are to begin your any letter that with sender's address. Usually it is in the form of letterhead. Okay, so first point you people have to remember, it is about this letterhead. Then you are going to mention outward number, reference number, date, etc. Then at number 3 you are going to mention inside address. So inside address includes of the person whom you are writing a letter. Then attention line, or it can be subject line, it may be reference here that you are going to add. The next number 5, it is salutation. So salutation you people are going to mention like dear sir, respected sir, dear madam, respected madam, something like this. Then next it will be followed by body of the letter. Here you are going to develop minimum 2 to 3 paragraphs for developing this situation which is provided to you. Usually it is mentioned in the question that for what purpose you are going to write this letter, of what you are going to make an inquiry, maybe order or anything. So that will be body of the letter that you are going to develop in 2 paragraphs. Then after that, point number 7 will be there, and this is complimentary clause. So in complimentary clause, you people are going to write down about yours faithfully, yours sincerely, yours truly, or truly yours. So these will be the some of the words that you people can use for complimentary clause. Below that, you are going to use some space, and then there will be your initial and your designation, and then you are going to sign. Point number 8 will be signature. And last point, it is about enclosure. So enclosure consists of some attachments that we are going to attach some catalogs, list, price list, documents, check, or maybe any other documents is there. In that case, you are going to attach it with this letter. So all you people just take care of this format, try to remember this format, and accordingly you just try to write down later also. So same format, similar sample format is mentioned here. So first of all, you will read name and address of the customer's organization or company with telephone, website, fax number, email ID, etc. that you people have to include. Usually it is in the form of letterhead, which is already printed. You should not write it manually. It is not written by hand. Okay. So this logo of your company will be there. It is printed again. Then next will be this. You people have to skip one line like this, and then there will be reference number or ON is written there. So what is ON? ON is nothing but outward number that you people have to mention. So what is outward number or what is reference number? Usually what prior communication has been done earlier with whom, maybe telephonic conversation or something like this, or it may be that you are going to mention about that any specific symbols and any specific numbers that you are using for this document, that will be your outward number. Then next you people are going to mention the date. So while mentioning date, what care should be taken, that you people have discussed it in last lecture. Then next will be inside address. Usually it begins with 2. So 2 will be the person to whom you are going to write down the address, and that will be supplier's address, or to whom you are writing address, that person's and their organization's address will come here. The next comes here your attention line, that you people have to mention in short that what is this letter about. So we are talking about inquiry letters. So you are going to mention subject line or something like this. Inquiry about maybe raw material, inquiry about furniture, inquiry about computers, inquiry about clothes, inquiry about maybe spare parts or something like this, whatever it may be that you want to inquire. So that will come after this about. Okay, then next comes this salutation. So here you can see which salutation you can use. you can use this salutation, dear sir. Then next comes, this is body of the letter, and this is in two parts. Okay, so in these two parts, what you people are going to write down in first paragraph, it will be about the customers, company, organizations, the particulars of required material. So that you people are going to mention. So in the beginning, you people have to tell that what is your company about. Okay, that you people have to mention. Then apart from that, in next point, you people have to talk about details or particulars of required material. So what you want to inquire about, that will be followed after your own company's information. Then next paragraph, you people are going to get details about availability and demand for quotation or price list. Suppose that if you want to get some products, so its list will be there, and what is price of all those particulars, that will be mentioned. And last will be complimentary clause, where you are going to mention this, yours sincerely, yours faithfully, etc. So if you understand, if you remember all those points, it will be very simple to write down any of the letters, which may be inquiry letter, or it may be other letters also, like order letter or complaint letter. Okay. So let me know if it is audible and you are getting it, you are understanding it. So is it audible still? And are you understanding? Are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Samruddhi,
Yes, sir.
and Pranali and all others, maybe you people are active and listening. That is fine. Your understanding, that is fine. Okay, so let's see one example which we people will see here. Given that sample example, we people can say. So first of all, question is given here. We people have to write down, we people have to understand question very carefully. So let's read it. So what is question? As the proprietor of an automobile shop. So who are you here in this question, in this situation? Who are you? You are a proprietor. So proprietor, promoter, proprietor, these are the words which means the owner or the person who owns some business or shop. This is called proprietor. Okay, so you are proprietor. Proprietor of what? You're proprietor of an automobile shop. So what you are expected to do now? Write a letter of inquiry. So that is important. You should understand that which kind of letter you are asked to write down. So here, which letter we are asked to write down? We are asked to write down inquiry letter. To whom you are going to write down this letter? So you are going to write down letters to Satyam Sales and Services. So this is the name of the organization. And now I have a question for you people. You people have to answer me. This Satyam Sales and Services, which organization is this? The organization in which you are working, or the organization to which you are writing letter? Answer me. Which is this organization? Satyam Sales and Services. ये किसकी organization है? आपकी जिसमें आप काम करते हो, या किसी और की जिससे आप कोई इंक्वायरी करना चाहते हो?
Another's company.
Yes, this is an others company from which you are going to make an inquiry. It is not your organization. Okay, so this you should understand. So to whom you are going to write, it is mentioned already in the question, so the people have to take care. And now try to understand why you are going to write down this letter. To inquire about different spare parts of two-wheelers. So you are going to make an inquiry. Inquiry of what? Inquiry of two-wheeler spare parts required for your shop. So why you are making an inquiry? You are making inquiry because you have your own automobile shop, and for your shop you require such kind of spare parts. Okay, then see that how we people can develop this draft. Okay, so this is draft given here, so you people can pay attention. This is in fact a kind of letterhead. In fact, this is already printed. You should not write it manually. All you people have to take care if you're working in an organization. So in that case, it is already printed. Okay, that you people have to understand. It is not required that you people have to write it manually. Okay, So here you can see Om Sai Automobiles. So now you tell me Om Sai Automobiles, this is the firm or organization or shop which is your own, you're proprietor of this shop, okay, you are owner of this shop, so you should understand this also. And then you people are going to follow then another format. So what you people have discussed after this letterhead or after this sender's address, this is letterhead, this is sender's address. The next point comes which is of reference number or outward number. So this is your reference number, ON, outward number. So it may be of 2019. So this may be year. So 2020, this may be financial year, and this document which is of 11th number. So something like this, or maybe if you are going to mention short form of your shop like OSAPL, suppose that you can mention in short OSAPL. So what is this OSAPL? It is Om Sai Automobiles Private Limited. That short form you people can use. So while writing this letter, you have to imagine itself. But actually, in reality, when you people are going to become professionals and starting writing letters to organization, that time you have to write actual outward numbers, actual reference numbers. But right now, you people writing it only just by imaginative, by just thinking of. The next comes of date and how to write date. That point we people have already discussed it. So you can follow this format. You can write down today's date on which you are writing this document. Then here next comes which is of inside address. So inside address means the organization or the person to whom you are writing this address. Okay, so it comes with to. So to मतलब प्रति किसको आप लेटर भेज रहे हो उसका name and address will be come here. If you are writing this letter personally or individually, here will be name of the person. But we are not writing letter individually or personally, so therefore it is name of organization, which is already mentioned here in the question. So if you see this question, Satyam Sales and Services, which is already mentioned here. So therefore, you people have to take this name only. You cannot write any other name because you are asked to write inquiry to Satyam Sales and Services. So we people have mentioned the name of organization, that is Satyam Sales and Services. And then comes address of this company. So what is address of this company? You can mention any address which may be imaginary. It is not expected that you have to write it accurate or exact address. You can write fake address. You can write imaginary address here. So you can read what is mentioned here. What is address here? It is mentioned that MG Road, Andheri, East, Mumbai, 4. So this is address or maybe pin code. Okay, so that people have to mention. Then next comes, this is your attention line or subject line that people have to tell in short why you are writing this letter. So in one line only you will come to know inquiry about different spare parts of two-wheelers. And if you read only subject, then you will understand what this letter, whole letter is about. So therefore it is necessary that you people should write this subject. If you are not going to write subject, the person who is reading your letter will not understand that for what you have written this letter. Okay, so therefore always write down this subject line and take care that you are not going to extend it more than one sentence. It should be in one sentence itself. The next comes, this is salutation. Here you people can clearly see this is dear sir. You people can use this. If you know that you are going to write this letter to a male or maybe a person, in that case use sir. And if you know it is that you are writing letter to a female colleague, in that case use it dear madam. Okay, so that you people have to take care. And if you don't know, first time you are writing letter, in that case use sir oblique madam, that we people have discussed already. Then see the body of this letter. In fact, you'll come to know this is very short, and 2 paragraphs you'll come to know, and why it is very short I will explain it after completing this. Okay, so people can see, first of all, you people are going to give you information about your own firm, about your own organization, what you are and what you are doing. Okay, so pay attention. It says, we at Om Sai Automobiles Private Limited, Pune, have been providing different spare parts of two-wheelers since last 50 years. So if you read this, you'll come to know that here we are talking about ourselves. So who are we? We are Om Sai Automobiles Private Limited. Where are we? We are in Pune. So what we do, we have been providing different spare parts. Spare parts of what? Spare parts of two-wheelers. Yes, providing such spare parts since when? We are providing such spare parts since last 50 years. Okay. So now it comes that what you people do need, and you people can see, read the next part now. For what our shop, sorry, for our shop, for our shop, we require to purchase some spare parts such as headlights, indicators, horns, petrol tanks, diesel tanks, etc. So now you are just going to give details that what inquiry you want to make. Okay, so here your inquiry later begins that you want some spare parts. So you will come to know that these are not exact spare parts, but it is possible that all students don't know what spare parts of two-wheelers are there, or maybe they don't know technically. They can write down some other parts like these headlights, indicators, horns, torch, petrol tanks, diesel tanks, and which they know that spare parts can be mentioned here. Then next you people can just say, add, I would like to know if same spare parts Honda brand are available with you. We people have discussed one point that you people have to tell to the supplier exactly and specifically what you want. So here you will come to know that this customer is asking only Honda brand. If the customer would have said we want only such spare parts, then supplier may be in confusion that we have lots of spare parts of headlights. We have Honda, we have this maybe other like Hero and Bajaj, and so many brands are there, but of which kind of company, which kind of brand we should send these headlights and indicators and horns. So they may get confused, but here because of that you are telling it specifically, we want only Honda brand. If you have Bajaj or if you have other, we don't want it, so we want only Honda. So therefore it becomes specific. And then next line says, if they are available, kindly help us by sending the quotations. So if these spare parts are with you, available with you, in that case, you people just send us the quotation. So what is quotation? Quotation, we already discussed about that. This is the list of the price of those maybe items or details, particulars. Okay, so this is the just inquiry that you have made, and then you are going to write down another paragraph which is very short. You are saying, I'm waiting for a prompt reply. So when you say I'm waiting for prompt reply, it says that immediately whenever you will receive our letter, immediately you people reply us and reply us positively. So that would be prompt reply. Thank you, yours faithfully, complimentary close. So what is this? This is complimentary close, yours faithfully. Okay, so you are saying like this. So after this, you are going to mention your name. So maybe you can mention it in like this, ABC XYZ, something like this. Then your designation. So what is your designation here? Your designation, you are proprietor of this Om Sai Automobiles Private Limited. So you are proprietor of this firm, or you can mention the name of this organization also. So below this proprietor, you people can write down name of this like this. Om Sai Automobiles PVT LTD. And then maybe you may have stamps also. These days people have stamps, so they put a stamp also, and then your signature will be there. And last point is enclosure. So you people are going to enclose or attach. So in this case, if anything is there, you can attach it with this later. Okay, so maybe earlier something is there, in that case you can attach it with. So now you have made an inquiry. I hope that it is clear to you. You understood it well. So once now people have changed your role, suppose that such a letter of inquiry received to you and you are going to answer of this letter. So this letter can be answered in the form of quotation. So next will be this quotation. So what is quotation? This is the second letter in the chain of business. So we have discussed that these letters, they're usually there is a sequence, logical sequence. First inquiry, then quotation, then order, then complaint, something like this. So quotation is the second letter of this chain of business letters. It is written by the supplier to the customer. So who will write this now? Because inquiry letter is received to the supplier. Now supplier is going to write down, he is going to provide details. So he will write this letter to the customer. In the quotation, following subjects should be covered. So which are these subjects you people have to cover? First of all, you people will talk about prices. So when you talk about prices, the supplier should tell if the price includes the costs of transport, insurance, and purchase tax. Maybe VAT, or these days we people are talking of GST. Okay, so if there is GST, who will bear this GST? Who will bear this transportation charges? What will be insurance, and everything about this should be discussed when you are going to talk about price, or none of them. Net price, maybe you are mentioning that you are having headlights maybe costing 2000 rupees price. So what this 2000 means to the supplier and to the customer. Okay, it should be same to the supplier and customer. It should not be that supplier is thinking that this is net price. Net price means all other taxes are not added in this, and customer is thinking that 2000 means everything including all taxes and everything, that is 2000. So there will be confusion. So you have to make it clear that whether it is with all taxes and all charges, that you people have to see. Then or none of them, state if the price is firm or subject to change. So this is also very important. Sometimes we come to know that some rates are fixed, they cannot be changed, and there may be some discounts, there may be some offers, or maybe price may come down if you want to really buy it. So you have to tell to the customer that if you want to buy, you want to place an order, our prices can be changed, they can be flexible, or we'll think that will give you some discount, 5 to 10% discount will be there, something like this. You have to make it clear. Then transport and insurance costs, state the terms exactly so that the customer knows which price was stated to him. As already we people have discussed about the price, that it should be clear to both. It should be clear to the supplier as well as it should be clear to the customer that what transportation charges will be and who will bear this transportation charges, whether supplier or the customer, and what will be insurance costs and who will bear this insurance costs. That should be also made clear to the both parties. Then next point is about discounts. State the possible discounts, quantity discount, cash discounts, loyalty discounts, etc. So what kind of discount the customer is going to get if he's going to place an order, what he's going to be benefited by discounts. Then next is going to come methods of payment. So these days number of options are available for you people that you can implement to pay to your parties. So you have to talk about how you're going to pay them. Maybe letter of credit, bill of exchange, or maybe let's talk about demand draft DD, or maybe check, or maybe UPI, BM app and ID, something like this. Google Pay, Phone Pay, Paytm, and so many apps are now these days. So you can talk of these things also in your later, and also tell to the parties, both of parties should be clear whether payment will be made in advance or after delivery. That has to be clear to both of them. And then last point from this quotation can be delivery date. So suppose that once you received and you're going to place an order, you should be assure your customers, assure your clients that if you place an order, you're going to receive these goods or get delivery of these goods within 4 days, within 1 week, within 15 days, depending upon the time and other factors of transportation that you people have to consider. And you should give extra 1 or 2 days. Suppose that you expect that delivery is possible within 4 days, but don't say within 4 days. You people can give, will give this delivery within 1 week, because see, maybe within 4 days, if it is reached, it will be fine. Nobody will blame you that your delivered these goods before 2 days, but if there is a delay because of some unavoidable reasons, so it will result into negative impact. So therefore, you have to ensure that delivery date you are going to convey to your customers. Okay, so that was all about this inquiry letter. And in today's class, we people will discuss this much. Maybe in next class, we people will talk the remaining order letter and complaint letter. And maybe one more or two more lectures we will take, and we'll finish our all things in communication skills. All you people will just take care that you people are writing assignments and you are submitting, uploading it from time to time. Those who have already submitted, it's okay. And those who have not yet submitted, you people have to ensure that you are not going to make your academic loss by not submitting your assignments, and you'll miss your 25 marks if you are not going to submit assignments. Okay, so with this today we are going to stop because the people will prepare for the tests ahead. So within before some 10-15 minutes we are going to close our class. So let me know that if it is clear to you whatever we have done. Is there any difficulty? So you people are going to say, you're saying in short, आपको in short आपका जो भी इंक्वायरी के बारे में पूछना है वो आपको एक्सप्लेन करना. You cannot give your emotional touch or personal feelings should not be brought into these kind of business letters because these are strictly formal and professional. अगर आप ऐसा लिखो कि क्या चल रहा है भाई, उधर क्या है, बारिश है क्या, कोई आंधी आई क्या, वो खाना हुआ क्या, कि आपके यहाँ बिरयानी कैसी मिलती है, वो आप हमारे उस गुड्स के साथ वो पार्सल भी भेज दो हमारा, ऐसा. This is not expected in business letter. So there is no any personal touch, there is no any personal emotions and feelings in this business letters. So don't bring them here. Exactly to the point. आपका जितना काम है उतना ही आपको कहना है, बाकी कुछ आप कह नहीं सकते इसे लेटर्स में. So let me know, I will announce absent numbers that roll number 10 is absent today. Then roll number 15 and 16, both of them are absent. Then 19 absent, 22 absent, 25 absent, 28, 29 absent, 31, 32 absent, 36 absent, 40 absent, 43 absent, 45 absent, 54 absent, 55 absent, 59 absent, 60 absent, 62 absent, 63 absent, 66 absent, and 67 absent. If anybody is present, you just let me know that you are present, you are attending class. And if nobody is there who is from these absent numbers, in that case it will be okay. Okay, so should we close today's class here? So somebody reply so that I will understand that it is audible to you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So,
Yes, sir.
okay, thank you. All you people do your best in today's test. There may be possibility that for dialogue writing after submitting it will show that wrong, but don't call anybody, don't be panic. Ensure that you have submitted it successfully only. And for before starting the test, you people take care that you people have to clear your browser's cache and cookies. Okay, so if you clear your browser's cache and cookies, then it will not be troublesome for you. And these days I came to know that some students are facing difficulty for solving tests. So you people make it clear that before solving the test and then submit it. Okay, so thank you for joining today's class. I will
Sir?
yes.
सर असाइनमेंट किती सबमिट करायचे?
You people have to submit 12 assignments. सगळ्याच्या सगळ्या 12 assignments आपको सबमिट करना है.
ओके सर.
So I will end this meeting for everybody.